Hello, welcome back to the 4 Mile Circus. We are back with oxygen not included, and we're about to start day 3, cycle 3, for our 3 plucky duplicants. See if we can make it through. So let's get them going. Well, just going to sleep. So, oh, look, here you go. So this is a mealwood tree, and it has just come into harvest, so it's just ready to harvest now. So these things are edible, and once you harvest them off there, they'll go into this ration box, and then when anyone wants anything to eat, they'll come to the ration box and take something out. So that's how harvesting works. I'll plant a number of these bushes, and we'll take these strange alive seeds off and eat them. Delicious, just what I want for breakfast. A maggot. So Hassan, Ren, and Mimar, I'm going to try and work out what they're doing today. We got some power down yesterday. We are finishing the research for the ability to be able to put down some food production. So that's probably the first thing that will happen. Get that done and start planting out our farm area. Let's speed up time. Morning, campers. Up they come. So, Mimar is our researcher, as we discovered last episode, so she'll be on that. And as you can see, Hassan's bringing just dirt, I think, at the moment for this level of research, so that you actually put into the research machine and helps her produce the necessary research. So, if you don't give them anything particular to do, they'll start going around and tidying up. You can also make them do that by hitting a sweep command, and they'll go around and pick up stuff and put it in those storage boxes. There's 2 things that does. It helps provide a central point for them to go and get all their items from when they're making stuff, and it also tidies the place up. I mean, who wants to be tripping over dirt and that sort of stuff? So as you can see, they're picking up sand and putting it in the boxes. Mimar is on research 19 of 20 on farming, so she's almost done. She just needs a quick bite to eat. And then we're going to start making the preparations for our farming area. So I'm going to dig this out, dig up these plants, and let's harvest that one. We'll take those. Is that harvestable? No. And then take out this algae, put a floor in, and get to building the crops. So yeah, without really anything to do, they're just going about their own daily business. Do you see this arrow now on the toilet? It's sort of half full. So when it does become full, it goes out of order and someone's got to empty it. So that's something to bear in mind. I need to put some compost down shortly, as soon as the research is done. Oh, Mimar, come on. Just one little bit to go. Wow, if she needs the loo, she needs the loo. All going well. Slowly edging towards being sustainable. Okay, that means the research is done. She's finished. So now if we go down to you can see there's some exclamation marks now on these icons, which means there's new options in there. Within oxygen, we have an algae terrarium, and that you can put down in places where there's lots of carbon dioxide, and that will slowly clean the air. Food, we now have a planter box, which is what I was aiming for. These you can grow crops in. And refinement, we have a compost heap, which I'm going to put down straight away in this bottom area. That one dug out, and that's going to sit and take all the waste product from the toilet. And there we go. And then they use that then to plant out these crops. Off goes Ren. He's harvesting. So watch. He's gonna take these plants down now, and they will be then available to either eat or plant again. So I'm gonna dig out these ones. Dig those ones up. Oh no, wait a minute, that one's ready to go. Cancel that, let's harvest that. Or is it not? Oh. Harvest, not prioritise. So that one is harvestable. Nice little place up here actually, very useful. Got some nice materials. Again, another plant to harvest there. And these are the fruits, so that's a muckroot, and that is a meal lice. And that, as you can see, is 1,500 calories. So that's enough to feed one of them for a day. So when they've finished that, I'll sweep up these bits. And they'll get put in the ration box, ready for someone to eat. Okay, so now that's done, we can get a floor down in here, because I want the algae. And we'll start putting down our food. So these are planter boxes. Plants are quite delicate, they need the right atmosphere. I mean, these ones in particular will grow with carbon dioxide about, but they will not grow with a lot of air pressure, so that's something you have to bear in mind. As you can see here, there's plenty of good oxygen at a high concentration. Now that can get too high and become stifling. Let's have a look at the oxygen. How are we doing? Okay, so our pit is beginning to fill up with these gases. So see, they're travelling down, naturally finding their way down to the bottom. When I've dug that out, they'll even travel further down to there. And in there, I'll probably put some algae terrariums, which will break that carbon dioxide back to oxygen, and then catch that oxygen here, pump it back around the base. Sounds simple, it's not. So now research is, there's nothing going on with it. I haven't picked a research, and that's because, as I said before, when they start researching, it just takes up everyone's time. So all the build stops, all these sort of items that we're doing now stops, and it's just research, which is great when you want to get somewhere, but it's not something I do in tandem with other jobs. I tend to sort of stop everyone and go, right, we're researching now. So they've put the ghosts down of these. As you can see, it says awaiting material delivery, so you can sort of get an update on they're just finishing off the floor. So that's how it works first. They put this sort of ghost down, and then they'll come back and start putting the materials in place to build them, and then anyone can come along and actually use those materials then to build it, which is what's happening here. So here we have one of our first boxes. It's a planter box, and these are the seeds we have available at the moment. 7 mealwood seeds. So I'm gonna put one in there. I'm gonna put one in there, and I'm gonna put one in there. Okay, we hear the dulcet sounds of our 3D printer, our person printer. This is saying that a person is ready. A new duplicant is available. Now, you sort of tend to take them on when you've got somewhere for them to sleep, and when you've got somewhere, and you've got food to eat, and you're sort of stable oxygen-wise. At the moment, I'm still sort of setting out, so I'll have a look at them, but I don't think I'm going to pick one. These are our available people. Can't dig, which is total pain. Narcoleptic, don't really need another one. Can't dig. As you can see, she's a vomiter. When she gets stressed, she's a vomiter, and she expects the decor to be a sort of +10, which means, if she's constantly walking around in red decor areas, it gets to her. Whereas, -5, she expects a lot less from the decor and gets a lot less stressed by it. But I don't want any at the moment, so I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. And we'll wait for the next one to come. So the machine's gone back off now. And there you go, there's our planted out boxes. What happens is, it says here, it takes 5 days for them to grow, and then every 2 days they will produce a crop. So your first crop is 7 days away with these guys. So with 22,000 calories left, and 3 of us at 1,500 calories a day, it's going to be hit and miss. It's going to be touch and go. But what we do have, and I try not to use too much at the start, is a microbe musher. This thing produces food. You put water and dirt into it, and it produces these mush bars that gives them all the runs, but keeps them alive nevertheless. Uses a phenomenal amount of water,
So you know, it's all a balancing act. And this map here, it seems like I've got a lot of water. There's a lot of polluted water over here, which I can clean up, and there's a lot of clean water as well. So maybe not so much of a problem, but it can be. Water is one of the main ways of producing oxygen in the later game, and if you've used all your water up on mush bars, you're in trouble. You're in the mush. So almost at the end of day 3, we're still going well. Look at all the oxygen, and a lot of this oxygen has come from breaking into these areas that were oxygen rich anyway, and that's been used for the base. And a lot of it is that I've only got 3 duplicants. They're not using much up materials, oxygen, and that I find is a good way of doing it. You send like a 3-man crew in early on and get them to put down most of the base before you populate it with everyone else. So we're doing well. We're doing tidy. Everyone seems to be happy. We've got 0% stress still. I think I will build some massage tables next, and we will research the decor. In all honesty, I should be doing gas piping, liquid piping, or power regulation. Any of those 3 is far more useful than interior decoration. But I'm going to do that, because we're just having a bit of fun, and I'm going to show you how to try and make the place great for them. High decor, keep the stress down. But usually you're moving on to these sort of things where you can start filtering liquid, water purifiers. This is quite important. Sanitation services, so you get a shower and a toilet, an actual plumbed-in toilet and shower, which uses water, but you can recycle that. But this is a source of happiness for people. They get really happy. So I'm concentrating on these things more this time than the actual practical stuff. These are filling up nicely. As you can see, the storage compact, this one's full. They'll go on to the next ones. And yeah, so when they want to build something, they'll go to there now. They won't have to run all the way down here and pick up a piece of cord to run all the way back up here to build something. They'll just go straight to these points. That, I think, is coming towards the end of day 3. A successful day. We've got the start of our food production going. I would like to see this dug out soon, so I'm going to have to make it accessible for them. As you can see, the air's getting worse in there, which is good. It won't come back up, and that's the purpose of it, is to sort of store it away from my plucky duplicants or replicants, so they can have a good night's sleep. And there you have it. It's hired out. What's he doing? He's just doing a last bit of tidying whilst Mimar and Ren sleeps. Out come the creatures, and Hassan calls it a day. So there you have it. Day 3 of no oxygen included. Oxygen not included. Just making up new names now. I hope you're enjoying it. Hit the like button and subscribe if you can. Alright, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.